Tonight, we will walk the aisle. First off, we have the official Jedi of the DCX universe. We have Link, the Jedi in the Heezy for Sheezy.
Hello there.
And then from the land of Eternia, we have the man who claimed to be the best there is, the best there was, or the best there ever will be, who will live unbox the He-Man bust for you.
What up?
What's happening, Jess? Everything cool?
All good, my brother.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Everything's real good. He-Man life-size bust unbox. How can it not be good?
I understand this box was about 70 pounds.
Yeah, this thing was a beast, and I have taken the styrofoam out of the shipper so that we don't have to deal with unwieldiness on video. And what I'm going to do, because I'm working with a bit of a limited space, and this thing is so large, I'm going to open it up, and I've not even opened the top yet, and then I'm going to sort of relocate it over here behind me where the camera is pointed, and it's going to sit here as we do this. So
okay,
that's my plan.
So be it. Hey man, it's on you whenever you want to start.
All right, let's go ahead and get going. This is the Tweeterhead life-size He-Man bust. Edition size is 137. It did come with a certificate of authenticity, which I have not even opened that yet, but nice little touch by Tweeterhead, so we can do that quickly as well. I believe the Skeletor bust also had the same option. Let's see if I'm smart enough to open this thing.
We got Skeletor looking on very carefully.
Yeah, he's invested. He needs a hero. Skeletor needs He-Man like the Joker needs Batman.
We got Ark in the house, ATV racer, Jojo Valdez.
So there you go. Certificate of authenticity, He-Man, Tweeterhead, Legends, life-size bust. Signed here by David Igo, who is the creative director behind the designs.
Oh my!
On these Legends lines, on this He-Man Legends line. So, all right, we're gonna get to it, boys.
As he's pulling out this bust, Vader would share a brief He-Man story, that from his youth. So back in they had a Cartoon Network version of He-Man, you see. And a friend of mine, he recorded all these, episodes of He-Man. And this was around the time when Monsters Ball came out, you see. And he was kept, did you see Monsters Ball? You see the Halle Berry? I said, no, man, I can't watch. It's too painful. I can't handle seeing Halle Berry naked. That just messes with my emotions. so he gave me this He-Man tape with all the He-Man episodes. I went and got all my snacks and everything in order and everything. So I watched one episode of He-Man come on, 2 episodes of He-Man come on. Then we get about halfway through episode 3 of He-Man. That shit cut off, and he put on the scene in Monsters. I just heard, I want to feel good. Man, I broke the button off my VCR, turned that shit off, and went over and called him and turned. I said, "You dirty stinker!" He picked up the phone, laughed, and hung up shit up. I said, "Man, how you gonna desecrate He-Man and put my Halle Berry naked in the middle of He-Man? That's some bullshit." That's a true story. Desecrating He-Man like that. This is just
holy shit, boys. Heavy is an understatement.
Oh, heavy?
Just a bit. Give me a second here so I don't drop this thing.
You blundering fool!
Yeah. There you go. I told you. What I tell you?
That's hilarious. You blundering fool!
I told you. You still have the tape Nah, man, I don't know where that tape is, man.
He said, "Do you still have the tape?"
Well, there is the bust piece.
Wow, that's a good piece, man.
My goodness.
And then as I get this situated here, it comes with this really cool, like, skull shoulder pauldron. So I get that. Kind of looks like almost like Skeletor's skull with like Evil Lynn's headdress or something. But
Oh my. Damn. Okay. Oh yeah,
That's
I remember
nice.
seeing it. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
So this is from the same company, right, as the Skeletor?
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they both do
Okay,
that.
yeah. I noticed the proportions were pretty good between him and Skeletor.
Yeah, they're about the same size. I think they measure about a half-inch different in height. Just I'll move this over just a bit so I can fit that pauldron on there.
That's the worry about when you get from different companies, like same franchise. You always hope that they come proportioned. If
I'm looking at Skeletor is Jack, man. Check him
Yeah.
out. Goodness gracious. He look bigger than He-Man.
Yeah, he's big. When they redid, so Sideshow had started like this Legends line, and David was creative director at Sideshow when they did that. There's the original Skeletor that looks like kind of like a mage, like creeping in the darkness. Good musculature on him. But then they recently just redid this one. Like, this is the new version. It's just a more updated version of it. Basically, it's very similar in design to the original Sideshow one they did. Because, again, it's the same art director, David. But this one is, like, jacked up compared to the other ones. Like, if you were, like, like, if you were to look at him as, like, a person, it's probably, like, 60 pounds of muscle difference. You know what I mean? It's, like, huge compared to what the original one that they did. So
That's quarter scale?
these are fifth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fifth scale. So there he is with that pauldron. And then there's one more piece. There's actually a power sword that connects to his back. So bear with me as I get that piece.
I knew it was something. I thought it was an axe or something.
Yeah, it's actually like the hilt and the pommel guard of the power sword.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this is cool. It would be nice to have kind of like even of this version that they did. So this is like a very modern version as well.
Yeah.
So this will fit on his back.
Oh wow.
Nice.
See,
Oh, wow.
like it's kind of like the talent, like the Falcon, like Zor is kind of like one of their gods, which is like the sorceress, right?
I'm about to
Like,
say it looked like the sorceress to me.
right. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. So on both sides, and then it's got this red jeweled hilt on it, and then kind of the emblematic designs that kind of through the actual blade. So it goes.
What is that made out of? Because you could jack somebody up with that shit.
This is resin. Yeah, this is resin.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
So it's like a life-size version of his sword, pretty much.
Yeah. Somebody breaking the crib, you grab this sword of power in their ass.
Yeah. I got my master sword next to my bed if anyone wants to come over.
If anybody wants to come over. The sword of power. I seen this dude had this sword of omens, and it was like life size. You could like somehow you could change it, make it short, and then like turn it.
Oh, the Thundercats one?
Yeah, the sword of omens.
Thunder. Thundercats. Oh,
Hmm.
man, that show was good too.
Man, Mumra was my dude. I like Mumra because it take him 15 minutes to say one sentence and shit. The ancient spirits of evil. Man, he used to have me cracking up.
He's pretty much like Skeletor in this that universe, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was like different style though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember. Oh snap!
So there he is. It's really done well. I mean, those eyes look good. No derpiness about him. Got a strong, sculpted face.
I always got like the same thing like they did with Superman. It's like, how you know this dude wasn't Adam? You know what I mean? You can just like,
Right?
yeah.
Shoulder pauldron.
That's a nice piece, man.
Yeah.
And kind of flip it around here so you can see the sword.
And that attaches like with a magnet or a peg.
It's a big peg. It's a
nice.
huge peg. It's like an 1.5 inch peg.
Did you hear that, Archangel?
So there he is. Life-size He-Man bust.
What are your thoughts, sir, as you see it now?
I mean, for me, like this is my jam, right? So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm probably even somewhat a little bit biased. You know, I won't unadmit to my bias, but to see those two pieces together, you know, Tweeterhead, I think David Igo on one of the Rad Titan shows had mentioned that, you know, eventually they would do release a He-Man statue again. Next up on their list is like they have a Sorceress, which they just released, and the exclusive sold out really fast. The non-exclusive is still available on Sideshow, so you can still get the non-exclusive of the Sorceress. After that, it looks like they have Man-at-Arms and Scareglow. I'm not sure which order they're going to do those two in, but Man-at-Arms and Scareglow. And then I think that David mentioned something about potentially He-Man kind of in that next wave after those. So, you know, it'll probably be a while before we get them. Yeah. But there would be another He-Man that matches that Skeletor that's sort of standing there. Right. And then would be in the same sort of fashion as these two life-size busts. So they'll really match, I think, exceptionally well. I dig it. I saw this person live, or I saw this piece live at PowerCon. PowerCon's a large He-Man convention that that gets put on. It's now in Columbus, Ohio, and near my area. So I get to go to that when they have it. And I mean, this is spot on from their production pieces. I mean, they do an awesome job of what you see as a proto, you get as a product. And these are just fucking cool to have, man. Two huge life-size busts. Yeah, these are wicked.
Yeah, that's one you can't have one without the other, you know.
Yeah, and you know, I'm just looking at the hair here to make sure, because he's got like really like wavy hair with like spikes and stuff. And you know, fortunately, you know, stuff like that can easily get broken in shipping or whatever. I don't see any problems. It looks really good. I mean, they even like, you can see it and whatnot, but even like the ears. Like, I mean, just.
Oh, yeah, I see the dimple in the ear. Yeah. That's crazy.
So it's a really cool sculpt to me. You know, again, it's not necessarily the 80s He-Man. It's a cool modern take on the character, and I love it. I think Tweeterhead continues to just knock it out of the park. Their production quality is just top notch, difficult to beat. As long as they keep making them, I'll keep buying them.
I hear you. I hear you.
The
They
winner
look
for
great
me, boy.
together.
Yeah, it looks good, man. They look really fantastic together.
Yeah, they do. I'm going to play around with the display at some point, get them closer together, maybe even have them facing each other a little bit. But yeah, this is cool.
Perfectly balanced, as Thanos says.
The circle is complete.
As all things must
The
be.
circle is now complete.
Yeah. Well, you know, they did the He-Man on the Battle Cat, right? I don't know
Oh
if
yeah.
you've seen that one, but and Skeletor and Panther will be the companion piece to match that. Will be shipping soon as well. So
Yeah, he was he was telling us Ryan Begging Tech before we came on. He was saying they trimmed down the because they didn't have the orders. They trimmed down.
That's what he mentioned earlier too. Yeah. But
Yeah.
hey, makes it more, the value of it. Is
Well, congrats, my man. Looks fantastic.
thank you,
Congrats.
gentlemen. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me come on and share this with you. It's an older property that doesn't get, I think, as much love sometimes in the mainstream as some of the more popular properties. So I appreciate being able to share it.
Yeah.
It's the that's the best part about it is that this allows you to like relive it.
Yeah.
When not a lot of stuff is coming out for it.
Yeah, and David, David's. I've had an opportunity to meet David a couple times, and his just design concepts are really great. He just launched a successful Kickstarter for Monstores, which is like a little 5.5 figure line.
Mhm.
He was successful at that. I definitely am ordering some, and so to give David a plug, if you are an action figure fan as well, check out Monstores because he grew up. He's about my age. I'm going to assume that that's close to your guys' age as well. And He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and Transformers and Ninja Turtles and Street Sharks and all that stuff that we grew up with. He's really into those sorts of things and keeps them alive through his properties and through the properties of Tweeterhead, and it's just super fun.
Well, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna move on to feature number 2 of the evening. I've been looking forward to this.
The Nature Boy.
Yeah.
It's going to be styling and profiling.
We have to
jet flying, wheeling dealing, unboxing Asajj Ventress.
No, this is Dooku.
Oh, this is Dooku.
Yeah. It was funny. I watched the video the other day when Ole Anderson jumped Ric Flair and then he came. He said, "You know what you've done? You just." I was dying.
Oh God, old 80s NWA wrestling.
So talk to people while I'm doing this.
Welcome home, Lord Tyrannus. Yeah, man. Vader's been waiting on that piece for a minute. The Dooku.
The one thing that the Sith have, especially our Lord Vader, is patience.
They've waited over a millennia.
Yes.
Well, not according to the Acolyte anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't count it, so.
Fair enough. I don't know if I finished that series. I think I
really
did. But it was somewhat, I didn't hate it, but I don't love Star Wars the same way in which you guys love Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I sit there and look at it as a fun sci-fi thing. Now, if they mess up my He-Man, I'd probably feel the same way about it as you guys do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another thing is, you bring up a great point because going back, like, how you said there's not much He-Man coming out and stuff like that. Maybe it's for the better because, sometimes they'll bring it out and they mess up the whole thing and kind of taints it,
Yep, they're supposedly doing a live action movie. I think
Ah.
Amazon has it, and I am very nervous about it.
Yeah, I get it, especially when you're transitioning to something like that
Yeah,
from animated to live action. It's
yeah,
very, very slippery. You know.
yes, I'm very concerned about it. But I'm also hopeful. I'm more of an optimist than a pessimist, so we'll say
Right.
glass is half full right now, and hopefully it turns out better than.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh, dude.
So how does that go in? That's just like from the what is that?
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's that'll definitely support it for sure. With the way it goes in, and I really love this pose that they chose for the statue.
Yeah, that background color really on the inside of that cape
Yeah.
really is a nice juxtaposition to the dark blue tunic that's on there. That looks really good.
As you can see, my Jedi powers are far beyond yours.
That's
Yeah, and
nice, Thor.
that's the same floor as in Attack of the Clones in the hangar when he's fighting Yoda.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's cool. He has is that a clone? Yeah, that's a clone hand, right? A clone arm.
Okay, we got an electric arc
Yeah.
hand.
Force lightning.
Yeah.
It's time for the lightsaber.
Yeah, that looks really, really good. Even the
Definitely.
detail on like his belt around that tunic.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Look great with Ventress.
he was like such a perfect cast for this character too. He's got that deep, menacing voice. But
yep, Sir
like
Christopher
calm.
Lee.
Yeah, very calm. Almost like lulls you into like almost liking the bad guy, like feeling calm around the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice. Kind of like Tarkin, you know?
Right. That looks really good, Thor.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The saber probably lights up too, I think, right? I would think so.
Yeah, it looked like what was in that base was some kind of power adapter that he was plugging in. So I bet it does.
Mm-hmm. It probably takes like a minute for it to heat up and stuff. Yep, there you go.
It's so like classic. He just looks like classic villain, very refined, very like he has
very elegant, you know.
Very elegant, yeah. And he's a bad guy, but he's got a grace about him, and he's got like an etiquette to him as well. Like there's an etiquette to these things.
Right, it's because I like that he's in this pose because you don't want Dooku in like a super action pose because he never really, you know, that's not how I see him. But it's pretty cool to see him like this. This is one of his best poses for sure.
Yeah, that cape, that thing is awesome. The brown and that orange, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And because usually with that pose too, you can have him with his left hand behind his back, which would have been cool for a switch out. But this one's good too,
Yeah.
because he usually liked to fight with one hand. He'll just put one behind his back as his arrogance, you know. And it has that clone trooper's hand right there
Mm-hmm.
with the blaster.
Yeah. So simple and so elegant. I mean, you
Mhm.
don't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah. And you don't really have that many. You don't even have that many Dooku statues out there too. I know Sideshow did one, but yeah, this is really cool.
That's really great. I like the way that just also the clothing on them just falls.
Mhm.
I mean, you can tell
It
it's
drapes, yeah.
Yeah,
It drapes nicely.
It does.
I think there's a switch on the inside of his body for the light.
light?
Yeah, it's weird because like the plug is a light in the base, which you plug it up, or maybe I just don't have it in right. Pause. So I might have to mess with it.
I think probably I think Vader, those lightsabers take some time to heat up, I guess. Once
Well,
you
no,
plug it in.
there's a on the bottom of his torso. There's a switch.
Okay.
And I think that might be that. If that is, that kind of sucks.
Why you can't you can't reach it? Or?
No, I mean, I'll go back and I thought it was for like the lightning hand. Let me see if I can.
Okay. Yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah, be careful.
Arm.
Yeah, take the arm off first, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Be safe with that, man.
And the cape. Oh, that's right. It was one piece. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see what he means.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's interesting. I don't know how it would flow up since that hand is a separate piece.
Maybe it has a connector to it.
I don't know. I ain't do nothing either. So who knows?
I think it just takes a minute. I remember my Qui-Gon was like that.
Yeah.
It took a minute for it to like really like blow up.
It's cool. The base lights up though. The base is his window.
Yep.
I mean, that window in his
from in Sereno.
Yeah. So,
when Ventress and my sisters came to attack him in his sleep.
Yeah. What up, Danny? What up, Patrick?
What's up, Danny?
So, yeah, man. I remember the sideshow. Dooku was out, and it was kind of dated. I never really liked that one.
Yeah.
So I just waited, and finally this. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna say it because customs are kind of under attack these days. So this company made it, and that's Link, Danny. And I had this piece in the box for like 2 weeks because I figured out I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I had to go buy 2 more cases, and so I put them up. So now, actually, I think what I'm gonna do is, now that I've seen how big the base is, I think I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna see if I can fit him and Grievous in the case together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was talking about that. I was mentioning when you were putting the Dooku statue together. I'm like, there wasn't many statues of him. I know Sideshow did one.
They did one, yeah.
And that one, like you said, it's the paint is outdated on that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, even when it was out like a few years ago when we were like up and running, and I remember Taylor, he got it, and I was like, yeah, I just don't like that. And then, you know, and I gotta admit, it took me a while. Like when I first saw Attack of the Clones, I wasn't really feeling Dooku, you know. But again, I think the Clone Wars kind of made me
flushed him out.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I like this guy, you know. And then when you find out more about him, you know, it's pretty cool. So
you know, it's interesting Christopher Lee actually voiced Dooku in the movie, the Clone Wars movie.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
He did, yeah. He voiced him in that, and then after that, the show,
Yeah.
they got the other guy to voice Dooku.
Yeah.
Jedi and I were saying,
Vader,
man,
it's an awesome piece, bro. I love the pose. We were talking about the pose the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. I mean, Jedi was saying that he's so elegant.
He is.
You know, it's everything, the colors that they chose, or, you know, the color palette that they ended up using on it just really pops nice. That orange color against that blue tunic, and you know, the browns, like everything just fits really, really well together.
And I remember reading, they were saying his saber style, the reason why his hilt is curved is because it's like fencing, you know what I mean? And
he's a big, he did do that.
And I think what is he does? Makashi? I think he's Makashi, I believe is his style. And they were saying when he's dueling, it looks like he's dancing, like ballroom dance, like that's, you know, because of the footwork and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
here's a message for Dooku.
Welcome home, Lord Tyrannus.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking forward to this.
Did you say that to the mailman when he brought it? You said, "Welcome my room."
No, it was already there when I got there home.
That would have been hilarious. The post guy would have been looking at you like,
like what the hell wrong? What's wrong with this guy? But yeah, man, I'm loving it. I just got to figure out how to like the saber. But other than that,
just wait a little bit, let it heat up a little bit.
But it's I love it. You know, even when it's different. You keep seeing pictures and everything, and then you get them in hand, and it's like, wow, you know.
Man, that was a great pickup, both of you guys. Great pickups.
I really want to, because I don't know, man. Ventures look kind of big. I want to put him next to him because that Venture's got to be overscaled. Because I'm telling, she's like, I'm looking at him and looking at her, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Somebody, you know,
is she a lot bigger than him?
She's a lot bigger than him. I mean, I'm gonna have to take a picture of them next to each other, but
and she's quarter scale.
She's quarter scale, but she's big, man. Like I'm looking at her, she looked like she could be 7 feet tall.
God damn.
To him, you know, and you know for a fact that she's shorter than him, you know.
Right. Remember that statue? Wasn't there a statue with her like?
Yeah. That's oh my god.
Sideshow? Is it Sideshow?
It's not Sideshow. I think that's Gentle Giant.
Okay.
Because it's like it's either 1/5 or 1/7 or something like that.
This one right here.
That one, yeah.
She's shorter than him right there.
Yeah, no,
because Christopher Lee was tall, bro.
Christopher Lee's tall.
Yeah, Christopher Lee's tall guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
This. I mean, I'm gonna have to pull it down and put them next to each other because I'm looking at that was like the first thing I was thinking about. I was like, I wonder how big he is compared to Ventress, you know. But
is she just on a tall base? Like, what is she?
She's on a tall base, but she's standing on a rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can just look at her and tell that even if you take off that base, she's taller than him, easy. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but hey, that's life.
Yeah. They look great, man.
I don't keep this. I had some car trouble a few years ago, so I had to sell now. But he's coming out with a new one, which I actually like better. So I'm gonna get that one. You know.
So they're saying Ventress is 5'10" and
Dooku
is 6'5".
Yeah, you know this chick. Yeah. This chick got him, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You know.
She got heels on with extensions.
Yeah.
Got lifts.
That could
got them Dathomir heels.
Of that vintage were theatrical and regal with their body language. It reminds me of Gray Head, Terrence Stamp, Zod, and Superman. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh, Christopher Lee, man. Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
And he been Dracula, he been a Sith Lord.
Right.
Saruman. You know. He was a judge or something in Sleepy Hollow. No, I think he was what's his name's father. He was what do you call it? Johnny Depp's father, I think. He was a dentist or something. No, he was his father in Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka, yeah.
Yeah, because he was a dentist, and he said, "Yeah, you can't eat any chocolate."
You know who else is like him? Sir Christopher Lee, Charles Dance, the guy that plays Tywin Lannister.
Oh yeah.
Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
That guy has those kind of roles. That guy would be sick in Star Wars. Charles Dance.
Yes.
He kind of looks like a Dooku kind of character.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
I wonder.
He has that Sith look.
Oh, him. Yeah. I liked him in
he was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know. I liked him. What was that movie with Eddie Murphy? The Golden Child. Yeah, he was funny. He turned into this demon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's always playing those kind of roles, kind of like that sinister. Every movie I see him in, he's just evil.
Yeah. The English guys, man, I'm telling you, it's just something. The accent, Loki.
Tarkin.
Yeah. I watched the interview and he was talking about Tarkin because him and they were good friends.
They were friends.
And he said the last picture they took together, like he said, Tarkin had shrunk down and like they were hugging and like he said he was barely at my shoulder. He said we used to look each other in the eye, and I guess so it was crazy.
That's why Bond villains.
Yeah, Peter Cushing is Tarkin.
Peter Cushing. Yeah.
We will deal with your rebel friends soon enough.
Yeah. Well, folks, I got to do an interview in about 30 minutes.
All right.
So, but it's been good, man. It's been good to get back together and live unbox.
Congrats on your piece, brother. It's amazing piece. Congrats.
Appreciate you too, man.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah, they're great pieces, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Darth Vader. Yeah, I know. Darth Vader's the original. Yeah, when we call it.
You're talking about David Prowse, yeah.
When Prowse did it and everything, but I guess they needed him to do it so they knew the time stamp.
I mean, he had the imposing will of Vader, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean the mannerisms. He had the mannerisms and everything he had down, But
like when he used to like push his cape away and walk, I'm like, oh shit.
Now I like how he did, when he came up with the holding of the belt and everything, and
it
was,
when he had his hand over the belt box.
Right, yeah. So
it's the evolution of the Sith. I mean, you can look at Dooku and how he sort of was reserved and refined and elegant and carried himself with a poise and a calmness, and then you fast forward to Darth Vader and it's just anger and frustration and hatred and just overpowering and overbearing, and it's a really kind of fun story underneath the story, of just his whole presentation.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, y'all got, before we split, y'all got anything else going on or anything else coming in? Or
yeah, nothing right now. But I got that Ganondorf coming in. But...
Okay.
Tomorrow, it was supposed to come today too, but it was delayed by a day. I'm getting, McFarlane has done a life-size 1:1 89 Batman Cowl.
Okay.
It is plastic. It's a less expensive piece. Not something I would have normally gone for, but for a life-size 1:1, even if it is plastic, McFarlane does good stuff, and it was like $100 shipped. So
nice.
I was like, I wasn't going to pass that up. So.
What is it, PVC?
Yeah, it's a PVC type thing. I think I'm not 100% sure on it. It just says made of plastic, so I don't know if it's PVC or ABS.
ABS, it's probably there. But sometimes you don't want things made out of resin that are not sometimes it's okay to have those the PVC and stuff. So
look at this. Put the life-size Batman cowl on the
He-Man bus.
Love it.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it, and I think that's probably why the price point is lower. It's not like a wearable piece; it's like a sculpted piece, and it's like all you know. I don't know. I'll have to take pictures of it. But if you search McFarlane life size bust, it'll come up. It sold out really quick in all the outlets that had it. Like Big Bad Toy Store had it, and Entertainment Earth had it, and GameStop had it. And I ended up getting mine from GameStop using my like Pro points, and I got it for like $95 or something like that. So
nice.
Yeah,
Chris, we know you went out there and bought up all the Batman cowls, my friend.
yeah, that sounds right.
We know you bought up all the Batman cows. So yeah, man. So we want to thank everybody for watching and everything, and I'm sure at some point we'll pop back up. You know, and,
yeah. Thanks for having me on, Thor. I appreciate it.
oh, anytime, bro. You know.
Nice to be on with you guys.
Yeah.
Congrats on the pickups too.
Appreciate it. So
thank you.
We will catch y'all. Oh snap! What is this? Oh, here you go. We will catch y'all next time, and peace out.